I read an article about Hugh Hefner one time, and I was amazed. You know, he said that a lot of these women never asked if they were exclusive. They never asked if he had other women. And that's why he was able to have so many of them. They didn't ask for what they wanted. If you want to have uncommon relationships, don't have common sense, have uncommon sense. Ask the tough questions. Throw those curveballs. Show them that they are worth it. If you want to be exclusive with somebody, ask them, are we exclusive? If you want a promotion, ask your boss for a promotion. If you want to be friends with somebody, ask them to hang out with you. One of my biggest pet peeves is when I feel like I have to be a private investigator or pull teeth. You know, if I have to beg somebody to open up and share with me and tell me information about themselves and try to get to know them, well, I stay away from these relationships. Actually, I run from relationships like this because this is horrible. Who wants to be a private investigator? Who wants to pull teeth? You know, so I recommend that you stay away from these types of relationships too. You know, relationships are like farts. If you have to force it, it's probably crap. You can find an excuse, but you can also find a muse. You can blame the other person all you want, but at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself and your actions and inactions and your words and your lack of words. If you don't ask for something, you're probably not going to get it. Make no mistake. Relationships are hard work to start and successfully build relationships, but also to reach greater heights that most people will never reach. Okay, so in order to do that, you have to ask questions that most people are unwilling to ask. And if you really want something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. And I really hope I drive this point home. This is important. If you really care for someone, you will ask these questions. Because as I said before, if you want to be interesting, be interested. And people feel closer to you when you ask them the tough questions about themselves. Now remember on my excuse series, I talked about the racetrack and how there's liberty and monotony. Well, it's the same thing with relationships. You know, when you first meet somebody, it's gonna be hard because you don't know them. You don't know how they're gonna respond to you. You don't know what to say to them. They don't know what to say to you or how to respond. Here's the thing. There's a lot of freedom in monotony. A lot of people say that it's boring when you're with the same person, but the fact is, it is safe, psychologically safe. If you want to feel like a superstar, make others feel like a superstar. And I have had many people tell me that the reason they like me is because they know that I care for them by asking the tough questions. One of my best friends that lives in LA here is gay. And I asked her if she was gay one time, and she told me, and she said that's why she knows I care about her, because a lot of people are not willing to ask that question. What's the difference between I can't or I won't? Ability and willingness. There's no difference. If you are willing, you are able. If you want to make it to the World Series, throw those curveballs. Ask those tough questions. Show you care, because that will make you both superstars. When you give love, you always get it back. Comment below. Did you ever have a time where you were trying to get to know somebody but you felt like you were pulling teeth and they wouldn't open up? How did that make you feel?